Hey, Michelle here with MMB Creations. So, I am going to be doing an Easter spring tutorial on a wreath. Let me show you the star of the show here real quick. I was going to do this live, but I think I may need to do this in a couple different steps. So, you can see her. She's going to be the star of our show, but I'll show you more once we get ready to put her in. She is actually, I call her Miss Sassy Pants. So she is on an egg, a mosaic glass egg that lights up. I got the egg from QVC. I know they still have a couple colors left on QVC.com, but the pastel that she's on is out of stock. So you may find it on Amazon, or I'm just going to squish this, make it oval. So this is a 24 inch evergreen base that I got from Hobby Lobby during the Christmas season at 50% off. So you always want to make sure and get the good deals. Now I'm expecting some UPS packages, and normally he's here by now, but because I'm doing a tutorial, I'm sure he'll decide to get here when I'm doing the tutorial. I tried to wait, but and I'll show you the supplies that we're using as we go. Okay. So I'm just going to take my ties and just kind of put them across, because she is going to be needing to lay down on a bed, because you can't put her in a hole, right? This way I can also attach some mesh. I'm just taking the ties closest to the inside of the base and twisting them together. So if you hear my dog barking, that's probably who's here. Normally he gets here an hour ago, but like I said, because I'm doing a tutorial, he will show up during that. You know, that's just how it works. And I know he's in the neighborhood, because right as I was getting ready to push the record button, my dog started barking. I'm like, I knew it. So I know he's in the neighborhood. That's okay. So I'm trying something a little different with my tutorials today. So I've got a new backdrop for when I put the wreath on the easel. Let's see, let's do this one. Okay, just give the ties a quick I don't really need to do the bottom one. Okay. Now I really don't fluff out my bases, just because you're going to be putting mesh all in it. It doesn't really matter. You can do this on a work wreath form as well. You just won't get the oblong base to it. It really does work the best with an evergreen because she's so long. Okay, so let me show you the colors of the mesh that we're going to be using. And I just pulled some leftover mesh out as well as some new mesh. So we're going to be using some light blue and some lavender, some iridescent lavender, and some jute. I got all of these from Craft Outlet. And some pink and mint and white. Okay, so that way we kind of have all the colors that are in her hat. She does have a tad bit yellow, and there is a little bit of yellow on the egg, but I don't like to use a yellow all that much, just because it can be a little overwhelming if it's too bright. Now if you can find a pastel yellow, then that would probably work really good. or a pastel green if you don't want the mint, if you can't find the mint. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of start cutting these. So how I do this, I don't measure anything, but all I do is I pull it up like this to where it's about neck level, so it ends up being about 17 inches long if you need to measure it, and then I just cut it. Okay, and then how I do this is I just put it against my chest and roll the ends and scrunch it, and then we're going to start at the bottom. I don't count how many I need either. Let's see here, I'm going to pull out this drawer so I have someplace to put these. There we go. That jute sticks to everything. Okay. This one sticks to everything too. This is a new color that Craft Outlet is carrying. A lot of the vendors are carrying. It's more like a pastel sage green to me instead of a mint. To me, a mint is more of a, I'll show you, like this color. It's got more blue in it than it does green. But, you know, there is some colors that say mint that are more green than blue, so just whatever you like to use. Okay, some blue in here. Again, I'm not measuring how far apart they are. I did measure one time just to see what it would be, and it's about 4 inches apart. Lavender. Okay. Oops, that didn't work out very well. So what I'm going to need to do is when I put the mesh in, I'm going to put her in. I did put some, I'll show you when we get ready to put her in, but I did put some ties on the back, some pipe cleaners, so that way I can attach her. But I'm also going to put some glue on her as well, so that way she really doesn't move. And then kind of let her set, and then I will put her on the easel so we can get a frontal view. Okay. Right now we're just putting in the filler. This likes to stick to itself. Yep, they're here. Jeez. I think. No. I can tell by her bark if somebody's here or not. Because she sounds like she's flipping out. So he's not quite here yet. You'll know. You'll be able to hear. Okay. This is a very good way to get rid of leftover mesh. It's also a good way to, because you don't use nearly as much mesh this way than you do with the wreath forms. I'm trying to not get it close to her head because her hair likes to snag on the evergreen ties. So I'm a little late doing Easter this year just because I've been working on, you've probably seen them, those big bows that everybody's been making. I kid you not, I had about 50 orders of those, and I just got done with the last few orders today. So I'm taking a breather and making a wreath because I miss it. I'll do it right here. Just give your ties a quick twist. This mesh really likes to stick to itself. I'm not really loving it. I like the colors, but it's one of those kind of meshes that sticks to everything, including itself. Now, okay, now I'm going to start in the middle. I want to put some jute in it, just because it just kind of tones out all of the pastel a little bit. I'm going to start right here since there's two right here. You don't have to use it if you want. You can even put a little white in here if you wanted. Because she does have some white in her hair. And I made the top hat, and I wanted the top hat, the bunny ears, to be a little bit different. So the jute also matches the fur that is in her ears. It's more of a leopard spotted tan colored fur. I thought it'd be really cute. I do make the top hats, they're in my shop as well. This specific one is not in my shop, but I can make it if you want. I know the Easter season is pretty much upon us because we're in the middle of March right now. But spring is not just about Easter. It's when the bunnies start making baby bunnies and flowers start blooming, and so you could use Easter all year round, or not all year round, but all spring long. Just trying to. We're going to put mesh in the middle too, and I'll show you how to do that, because you'll be like, how do you attach that? You'll see. We'll be using some pipe cleaners. What does about this jute is that all the little fibers that like to float around. Another reason why I like these evergreen bases is because you've got so many ties on them. You're not limited to the 18 ties that are in a wreath form. Because sometimes if you need a tie, you'll have to untie it, put something in, and then if you need another tie that's not around, you have to untie that same tie and put something in. So the ties can get pretty full. So at least this way, you're not limited to just those ties. So, and by the time we're done, you really don't see the evergreen anyway. And even if you did, it's not going to matter that much because, you know, a little bit of green in there, who cares? You're going to be putting some greenery in there too. I love all these pastel colors. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do it on a live, but Michael's has those for Easter. They've got those, I don't know if some of you guys might be a little too young to remember this, but anyway, I'm probably dating myself. However, let's see what number, I can get a blue. those sugar eggs that had the hole in the front that had the little seams in them and stuff like that. They're called diorama sugar eggs. Well, Michael's has those in the plastic, the 9-inch ones, and I bought 10 of them, which is part of the delivery I'm getting today. They're $5.99 at Michael's. You can go to Michael's online and get them. Anywho, I don't like this mesh. I'm sorry, you guys. Anywho, I got some 6-inch bunnies that I'm gonna paint from Hobby Lobby, and I'm gonna make some like Alice in Wonderland Harlequin bunnies. They're gonna be so cute. So the bunny is gonna be in like a check pattern, black and white check, and then I'm gonna paint a vest on the bunny and put some little top hats in there, and it's gonna look so cute. Let me put some crown on there, see if I can find a little Queen of Hearts crown, but I'm gonna do that on live. It's gonna be so cute. So if you guys want to watch that, make sure you're following my Facebook page. I'm hoping to do that in well, I've got my live sale on the 25th of March at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on my Facebook page, so it'll have to be after that because I need to make sure I've got some of my attachments made and ready for my live sale. So it's gonna be really fun. So my live sale, I'm gonna have I'm gonna show some of my wreaths that are available. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I got a tickle down my throat. And there's going to be ribbon all the way from 4-inch to 1.5 inch. I've got like 31 different styles of ribbon. So that'll be nice. They're all wired ribbon because I don't use anything other than wired ribbon, and that's what everybody in the wreathing community uses. Alright, let's see. I think I can... So, note to self, this pink and mint ribbon, or mesh, I like the look of it, but it's beginning to be a pain in the butt to use because it sticks everything, so I'm not really digging it. And it's... I don't know. Alright. So, I'm going to start putting some mesh in the middle. Let me show you how we do this. Because I've got a little bit of this blue left. Okay. Just do it like you normally do. We can put this one right here. There we go. Okay. Then, I'll take a jute. There's no rhyme or reason. You don't want a bunch of the same colors together. It's basically the only pattern that I'm really doing. I mean, I'm alternating the jute and then the pink and mint and then the lavender and the blue and then starting over. But if you get to the point where you got two jutes almost together, just pick a different color. Okay, so you want to scrunch it just like you normally do. Take half a pipe cleaner. Sorry, my hands do not want to work today. You guys, I have like no patience. So, okay, wrap it around like this. Fold it. See how it looks like you have no room right here, right? But once you bend it, see all that extra room that you have? So you want to bend it, twist it really tight up to that base, because also what happens is it makes your ruffle stand up. Okay, then we're going to attach it right here to this first evergreen that we put across the base. And I'm actually going to double. Usually I'll just put one down the middle, but I'm going to double these up. So I'm going to put cement I don't like there. This stuff does not want to cooperate. Okay, do the same thing. I would use, I wouldn't use like black pipe cleaners, just in case. I guess you could if that's the only color you had, but I try to use the same color pipe cleaners in my project. That's in my project. So you could use a tan or blue or lavender or something like that. Okay. I don't have any more blue, so that's okay. You're not going to see a lot of this anyway because she's going to be on top of it. And there's blue in her hair. Okay. You know when you're working on something and you're just in the zone, but once you get on a recording, it's like your fingers don't want to work, and then okay, I'm just going to go down to the next one. It's probably one in the middle. Okay, I'm just twisting it. Okay, and then we'll put a pink and mint there. And this doesn't. Good thing I only bought 2 of these rolls. I love the color, but I'm just not liking the. It kind of feels like the cross between a fabric mesh and a jute mesh, but it sticks to everything. It's getting on my last nerve. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and put you in there. Actually, I'll put a purple one there because there's a purple one here. We got all kinds of florals and ribbon and big eggs to put in here. It's going to be cute. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. Now the mannequin head that I got is painted by Sue's Passion Designs on Etsy. And I will leave a link down below as well for her Etsy page. She does awesome work. She also does customs, so if you can't find what you're looking for on her page, just contact her and see if she can do you a custom. She's making me right now a zombie looking pirate. I'm so excited. I'm gonna make that one into a centerpiece. Another person that does the heads is Iveth Wright. It's called Weird Ideas by Iveth Wright, and she is the one that started the whole mannequin head painting thing. She is amazing. Sue is awesome as well. I like the way Sue does her eyes because the eyes seem to be a little bit bigger, and I like that. Let's see here. You know what? I may just take this off, and there's enough ties right here. I can just put this right here. save this tie. So it just depends on what you're looking for. I'm having Iveth Wright make me also a zombie pirate head as well, just because they both have, you know, different styles. So there we go. See? Look how full that is. Looks like we need, let me put a little bit of jute. No, pink and mint right there maybe. Just a little bit. But that Iveth made me a bee mannequin head with a big, huge bee on her face. Oh, I can't wait to get it. It's been shipped, so I'm gonna make her into a queen bee. So there's gonna be some big beehives in the design, and crowns and jewels, and that's gonna be gorgeous. I may do a tutorial on that one as well. I'm not really sure. Okay, so we've got all this in. It's gonna look pretty. Okay, so I'm going to pan up just a little bit because she is rather large. Okay. Now, let me prepare her because I need to get the pipe cleaners out from the back. She's got 2 pipe cleaners on her. And this wig hair gets everywhere. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put her just like that. Okay. So what I did is I just took a pipe cleaner of her hair, and I glued it to the base, and then I put a piece of felt across it. And the glue that I use is Gorilla Glue. It's the only glue I use. Okay, so once I get her in and make sure she's even. It's going to be a heavy wreath. Okay, turn this around. Where's the other pipe cleaners? There we go. Her hair is everywhere. There we are. This is why you need the, you want to be careful with the head not to pull on it too much, because the pipe cleaner is only in there by a, hold on, I need to see what I'm doing. Where did my other pipe cleaner go? Where is it? Oh, why do you have to be so difficult? I lost it, and now I gotta find it again. Let me turn this around, because it's more down here. And I gotta, see, this is where I gotta glue her in, because she's starting to slide. How do I keep losing the other one? Seriously. Oh. Come on. Alright, hold on. This is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to cut one of these in half because it's just not long enough. I'm going to pull her hair. You gotta, once this hair gets touching, you can see touching the mesh, it gets stuck to it. So I'm just gonna cut a pipe cleaner in half. I got this wig on Amazon. It actually also comes with the ponytails. Okay, sorry. I'm not talking very much, but I'm concentrating. Okay. Let's try this again. Alright. There we go. And see how she's moving around a lot like that? That's why we're going to glue her in. There we go. Whew. Okay, now I'm going to take this. Just kind of put some glue right here. You want to keep this really open at the bottom because this is where people are going to put the batteries in here to light it up. Remove as much hair out of here as possible. Okay. Now that she's in here, I'm going to let her set. Make sure she's on. Hot. Don't stick your finger in the glue. Okay. Okay. So now we're just going to let her sit for a minute. Let the glue do its thing. And then I'm going to put her up on the easel. Okay, so I'll be right back. Alright everyone, here she is. And I know it looks a little lopsided, which it's okay because we're going to end up putting a big bow on this side anyway. So you're not going to be able to tell, but isn't she pretty so far? Isn't she lovely? And these ears are wired, so you can shape them any way you want. I like one side kind of down and one side kind of up. So, I had to put this here because I was trying to put her wig on the other day, and it just kept falling over, and there ended up being like a little divot right here, so that worked out well. That's like her little beauty mark. Okay. So you don't want to mess with the hair too much because you can see it starts to frizz out a little bit. Look at that. It comes this curly. And then it comes with these ponytails. These ponytails are a biatch to put on. So let's make the bow. Like I said, we're going to put a big bow here and then probably some tails on this side and down at the bottom. So this is... Sorry, I'm going to be walking around in here. I had my backdrop up, but it didn't look right, so I took it down. I was hoping that's all you saw behind it was the backdrop, but you could still see the craft room. And don't mind my craft room, it's a mess because I have fabric everywhere from bows. So, we are going to use some DStevens ribbon. This is from their new Easter line. I will have 2 of these available in my live sale. This is so pretty. Love, love, love this ribbon. Isn't it cute? So it's got a little bit of purple in it. It's got the eggs on it, pink eggs. This is still kind of like a sagey green, but that's okay. And then we're going to be using some pink and mint. And we're going to be using some lacy kind of minty blue color. Okay, so I'm going to kind of try to do this. I make my bows by hand. So I'm going to try to, let me turn my other light. You know what, let me do this, see if this works. No, it's way too much sun. I get southern exposure in my craft room. So by the afternoon, there we go, that's a little bit better light. Okay. So by the afternoon, it's crazy. So see how the end of this ribbon is kind of funky? I'm just going to cut that off. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail it now. We'll see how that works. So it's one of those ribbons. I haven't used this ribbon before, but let me put my glasses on. Okay, so it's one of those ribbons that has kind of a sheer kind of background. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it straight across. Okay, and I'm going to kind of glue the ends. This wire likes to poke out. Okay, I'm going to kind of glue the ends together. So I'm going to have to do that off camera because I can't do it. So I'm just folding over the end once. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it over again so it makes a nice edge. And then I'm going to put some glue down. This wire likes to just poke out. There. Okay, so it makes a really pretty edge like that. Okay, and then we'll do that with the other end as well. So I've got my Bodabra out. This is a Bodabra. I don't ever really make bows with it. It's just to hold my ribbon. Because I got small hands, and sometimes this ribbon can be, especially the 4-inch designer ribbon, can be a little, see, this is a little flimsy, so it's a little thinner, but it's gorgeous ribbon. It's DStevens ribbon. You can't go wrong with DStevens. Okay, so we're going to have a tail kind of going up, and then some tails going down. So I'm going to make this tail a little bit shorter. I don't want to make it too long because it will flop around a little bit. So basically, once I do the fold, I'm making the tail at about 7 inches. Okay? Then what I do is I hold it with this hand. I'm trying to get on the camera so you guys can see. There we go. So I hold it with this hand, and then I take my other hand and I make a loop. Okay. And so the loop is going to be about a 7-inch loop. Okay. Then I take this hand, and as I'm pulling this out, I twist my other hand. To make another loop. Okay, just like that. And then you want to kind of fold these up like this. I call it the rabbit ears. Make sure the ears are even. Okay, and then we're going to cut the end of this fairly long. So I'm cutting the tail on this at about 20 inches, and I'm going to put this in my bandana so I can hold it. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this edge. I'm going to fold the end. Cut off that wire because it's not going to poke out. And make sure I get it off my table, because if I get it on the floor, I'll step on it. Okay, then I'm going to fold this end down. And then I'm going to put some glue down here. And glue it. Okay, so now I got another nice edge. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to kind of fix this. I wasn't sure what ribbon I was going to use until I was out in my Connex box, which is where I have all my supplies, and I'm like, I don't have any ribbon basically that's got all of the colors in it. So I'm going to move kind of over here a little bit. There we go. Alright, so now, so that's why I picked the green with the, I just got that in like 2 days ago. Alright, so now I'm going to do the pink and the mint. I'm going to go ahead and dovetail the ends. So the dovetail is you put wire to wire. So wire to wire. And you cut up at an angle. Okay. Now this we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to make the tail make it a little bit longer. Okay. I love how the, I call this my cotton candy ribbon. It's got some glitter going down the middle on both sides. I use this sparingly because I don't have a whole lot of it. Okay. I'm going to put this one out instead of in, because the other one's going to be, and I'll fix that when we get it in the wreath. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and also put this tail. Okay. Now I'm not going to make the loops or the tails as long as the pink and the mint and the 4-inch. On this lacy one. I think I'm stepping on wire. Okay. Okay. Alright. I am going to dovetail it though. You don't have to dovetail it now if you don't want to. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to make a I love this ribbon. I got this ribbon from, I think, Wreaths of Joy a while back. But I haven't bought anything from them for a while. Okay, pinch it just like that. And then we're going to put that. Alright, now, this is the easiest thing in the world to be able to attach a bow. You want to find where you want your bow, so it's going to be like right here. Okay, we're going to find some ties. Want some ties like this. Because what you're going to do is you're going to take it directly out of your bow maker or in your hand, whichever. Put it directly in the wreath. Okay, so you want your bow is going to go in like this, so you want your ties to go out like this. Okay, so then you just take it out of your bow maker. Put it directly in. Okay. And then twist the ties fairly tight. Okay. And this is when if it's fun. Put the ribbon in. gonna spend too much time fluffing this because I do want to get the wreath done today. Okay. I'm actually gonna pull on this a little bit more, and this is a little bit less. Okay, I'm gonna pull these like that. Dovetail this one. I guess they would call this more like a robin's egg blue. Okay. The good thing about putting these in the ties is if your loops are kind of cattywampus and they're not even, you can always pull on them because they're not extremely tight. Okay. Now if they crunch up like this one, just take it at the end where it's at the tie and pull it, and it'll take that crease out. Alright. Now we're gonna go with gas. Come on. There we go. Alright. It's good enough for now. We've been messing with it, so let's see. Let me put this into a little loop right here. So I'm going to scrunch it like this. I'll just stick it right in here. Just like that. Pretty. Okay. There's that. Now I'm done with my Bodabra because I'm not going to make any more bows, but I do want some tails down at the bottom. So I'm going to take my 4-inch ribbon. I'm just measuring about 15 inches across my mat because I'm going to end up folding in the ends. Okay, so about this long. Then I'm going to fold that in, put this in. You know what would really look pretty in this wreath too is some lilacs, some purple lilacs. That would be pretty. We're going to have all kinds of flowers. We're going to have some pink and some green and some blue and like that. This wire likes to poke out. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you'll see once I, there we go. Okay, so now we got the ends all folded and nice and neat. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're just going to scrunch it in the middle, just like that. And then we're going to put it down here, right underneath her egg. Why I keep using my ties as the only, I'll like have a tie in my hand, and then I'll go get it, and it's gone. It's like, okay, and when I do this, I just kind of push it up there. I like to have one tail shorter than the other. There we go. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do one here and one down here. So I think I'm going to do about the same size. Maybe do inches instead. This thing is unruly ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to cut them both in about 16 inches instead, because Because once you roll up the ends or fold up the ends, it shrinks it. So I'm just cutting 16 inches across my board. And that's what I'm going to use with this ribbon. See, if with using evergreens, you don't use that much ribbon either. So even if you have some ribbon where you're like, I don't know, I don't have enough ribbon to make a whole wreath, what am I going to do with it? These evergreen bases are perfect for that. This ribbon, I like this ribbon. The wires like to poke out of it on the side. Okay. Put some glue down and come on. Fold it. There we go. There's that one. Okay. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to, I can't get the camera to go down to my table and then back up again. Alright, so I'm going to put this one, like right here. Okay. That one. Same thing with the other one. As soon as you fold it, the wire likes to come out the side. Okay. There's that one. Will you please cooperate? Thank you. So DStevens has also come out with a new, it's in their Easter collection, so a blue and white one. So I'm also going to be making a, and it's got butterflies and bluebirds on it. Now I found a blue jay, a big one that I can put in the a wreath to make with it. So I'm going to put this one like right here. I'm going to tie this tie because I need it right where is that? Again, remember, don't mess with the hair too much because it's going to start to frizz out. Okay. Let's see, I'll put that one. There we go. Okay. Pretty. It's pretty. Alright, let me kind of move out just a little bit so you can see the whole thing. There we go. Isn't she lovely? Okay, now I'm going to use some of the pink and the mint and the robin's egg blue. I'm going to put some here. I'm going to dovetail, and I think I'm going to make that about 14 inches. I normally don't measure my ribbon. I'm going to move these flowers that I have right here because they're in my way. Okay. Thank you. There. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put this right here in the middle. Okay. And then I'm going to put one maybe up there and down here. Oh, maybe that wasn't UPS that came out here. I figured they would have been here by now. Okay, I'm going to put one right up there. This is the second project I've used on this mint ribbon, and I still have enough to make another 2 or 3 projects. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put this one back here. There, that way it's kind of sticking up. I'll push your tails down a little bit so it kind of helps make your... There. Take a look at it. Okay, now I love the pink and the mint. I'll put some robins and blue in it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to put them right here. Dovetail my end. Make this one also about 13 inches. And let's stick this one right here. Put this one out a little bit. There you go. Okay. 13 inches. And a dovetail. Okay, and I'll put one right here. Okay, let me take a look. Pretty. Okay. Let's see, I need some on this side, and we put some right here. Actually, I think I'm going to put more, I'm going to move it up a little bit more. Let's see, I kind of want to put it right here. There we go. Okay. Now, if you want to, because I got some on the side and some over here, I think I'm going to also put some down here at the bottom. Dovetailing the ends. And ties like the hide. There we go. There, 'cause I want you to be able to see the eggs on the ribbon. I'm going to put one kind of right up here. You're not going to see a whole lot of it, but I'll just balance it out a little bit. It's hot in here. There we go. Okay. There we go. Take a look at it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So, I think I need to put this one down a little bit. Okay. Alright, so we're done with the ribbon. Done with the ribbon. I'm just gonna kind of clean up my deal here. I always put pins in mine. I never put rubber bands around my ribbon. It's just, it crinkles my ribbon and I don't like it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. And she turned out so cute, so pretty. I want to kind of, you can kind of see the, let's go a little bit from the wig. So I'm going to take that and kind of just like that. You can hide it with the hair too, but there we go. There we go. Okay. Now, let's see. I got some eggs I want to put in. I've got a basket full of stuff. All the eggs down at the bottom first. I'm going to put these in first before I start putting the florals in. I got these from Walmart. So I got a purple one. And I got a pink one. And I got a mint green one. I'm going to leave, I think, the ribbons on them. I like the little ribbons on them. Let's see. Because what I can do is I can put some, maybe some little jewels on here. Alright, so I want to kind of put this one here, right here. Yeah, let's do it right there. Get that feather out. So what I'm going to have to do is put glue on this. I'm going to have to hold it since it's standing up. And let's try. Yeah. I might just put a little flower instead of jewels on there, but a little bit more glue right here. so pretty. Okay. Yeah, once you get glue in here, not a good thing. There you go. Okay, so I've got one egg in here, and let's see. Right here. You can't see. She's got an egg right here already. Let's put this one right here. This purple one. These were only $1.98 at Walmart. So which way I want it to go. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to set this one. Make sure you do not get the glue in the hair. Okay. This is also going to help your ribbon stand down a little bit. Alright, so that one. I think I'm going to put the pink one right here. And this side instead. These ribbons are not wanting to cooperate. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this pink one right here. And we're going to start putting in some greenery. This one right here. I want to kind of tilt it a little bit. I don't want it facing the same way as the other one. And this side. Put that one right there. I love it already. Hold your egg in there. Now, you can, I'm just going to fold that in a little bit, curl this if you want to for some reason, if you need to. I mean, I think it's already curly enough, but it's up to you. I'm going to put some more glue, like right here. Where's the other? There we go. If you get glue on the hair, just cut it. She's pretty. Come on. This one does not want to stay for some reason. Okay. Now we got the greenery. This, and I got some lamb's ear. I'm not sure what this is. I'll look and see. It was left over from another wreath that I did. So I got some of this. And I got some lamb's ear. And I got some of this. It's got the little flowers at the end. I got this all from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you want to get your greenery 50% off. So I'm going to start with this stuff here. This is $9.99, but again, you can get it 50% off. I'm going to kind of move these up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. And I want this really airy. I'm gonna put this one right here. And I'm just gonna stick this one like right back here. And you want to place your greenery where you want it first before you start sticking glue in it. Okay, normal one right here. Okay. This way. Start outside first, so you can get this part situated. Oh, why is it? There we go. It never wants to go in the same spot I had it. There we go. Okay. I like the little pink flowers at the end of it. And these bend too, so you can always. You can always, if once you get it in there, if it's in the right spot but it's just not moving right, you can always bend it. Come on. There we go. Like that. Okay. Kind of bend this one down a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to kind of stick this one in between the top loop and the bottom loop. Okay. I think my husband's home. There we go. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do is kind of separate these a little bit, because I want to fill these in. Stay in there. Okay. Okay, there's that one. we're going to end up putting some florals in here too, so if you see some spots that are going to be empty, then just, there we go. Okay, kind of go over on this side. You know, it'd be nice to have a cordless glue gun, and I used to have one, but the connection kept shorting out on me on both of them that I bought. So I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Just saying. Okay. There's that one. And you can use any kind of greenery you want in this. I just like how airy this is. Isn't that cool? I'll put this one like right back here. Once it dries, you can always separate these out too, so. And then I'll step back and see what it looks like. There. Okay. Let's see here. I need some on the inside a little bit, so I'm going to break them up a little bit. This one right here. That one right there. Okay. And then this one can go right like up here. I'm just gonna make sure I don't get it in her hair. Oh, like that right there. And a little bit goes a long way with these kinds of things. So, let's see, I'm going to see if I can put one behind her hat here. Oh, there's this one. And then, let's see. I'm going to cut this one kind of long because I need to be able to reach behind here. Let's see if I want that right there. I can't see it. There we go. Now, trick is to get it back in the same spot, right? We'll see how that goes. There. Okay. Alright, let's see. Aerating this looks good. Okay. So I think we're done with these. some of this in here. I like these. Okay. These are, let me see if it says, I got these ones actually at Michael's, and these are $12.99, but if you use your coupon, like a 20% off coupon, or sometimes they'll put their spring stuff on sale. This doesn't say what kind of bushes. It just says it's a stem, so that's helpful, right? It's a stem. Okay. Oh, look cute right there. I don't know what I would have done without that sticker. Right? Oh, look, it's a stem. Right. Okay. I'm just going to start cutting these off so I can get rid of this big stem. That's what I do. These are like the best clippers ever. These are Kinepex. I got them on Amazon. Cut through anything. Okay, let's see. So this one I'm going to kind of cut down a little bit. Okay. And let's see. Maybe I'll put this one like right there. Okay. And maybe I will put this one right down under here. So I don't know about you, but Mother Nature lately has just been a little on the crazy side. Just saying. I like that one there. I'm going to put one of these little leaves right there. Because I'm going to put some flowers up there. Okay. Yeah, she's been a little crazy lately. It's like, is it spring? Is it winter? She doesn't know. I don't. Wow. Figure it out. One day it'll be 20 and the next day it'll be 70. It's like, holy cow. Let's see if I put it this way right here. Let's go right there. Okay. And then put this one down. You want to get it down to right down here where the other stem meets the foliage. Just kind of filling in some holes. And for one, I mean, that's how people get sick, right? It's like, I'll put this leaf right here. Some of these have, you know, their little stragglers down at the bottom of the stem, so I just kind of cut them off and move them to little places. Okay, I'm going to cut down this one as well. I'm going to put this one like right here. Okay. Let's see, I'll probably stick this one like right here. These also bend. So once you glue them in, if you don't really like the placement, you can always like bend them up. See? Okay, and then we got another one. I'm just gonna cut off a few. I may not need the whole thing. Put that one up there. So don't be afraid of florals. You know, when I first started, it was like, oh my God, I've never done florals before. And it was intimidating, right? Because you've never done it. But what I would suggest, you know, get some florals from like the Dollar Tree, or you know, no, it's what, the $1.25 tree? I don't know. And you know, put it in a wreath and see how you like it. Let's see, I got some there. Let's put some like right here. There we go. I felt like I was about ready to drop that, so. Alright, so I got some there. Let me see, because I feel like this side's a little bit, I need some over here. So, I have an idea of where I need this. Right there. Okay. And let's see. Okay, it's not right here. Okay. I think I need another one. I might just end up using this whole thing. Right there. There we go. Okay. So, I think we're gonna put those in there. I can start putting in, I'm gonna save this lamb's ear because I don't need it, but I got a few of these little straggler leaves that I could put in different places. Let's see. These feel like velvet. I love these. Okay, I love putting stuff on my bows. I just do. Put one right down here. And this one. This one kind of came off the... So I'm just going to kind of stick this one like up here. There we go. My pants keep falling down. Sorry. Alright. Got a few of these left. Stick this one right there. I want to touch it, so I'm just gonna, there we go. I'm going to put one right up here on this egg. Hold on. And I can put a flower up there. Okay. Do the same thing on this egg. I got one on each egg, so it only makes sense, right? I'll kind of cut the end off there. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Cute. I'm loving it. Okay, so let's get some flowers going here. I'm gonna put some of these pink in. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so I'm gonna grab these. This doesn't go in there. There we go. Merry Christmas. Okay. These all the pink flowers out. Okay. Okay. So I got some of these pink wildflowers. I got them from, these I got from the at-home store. These were $2.99. And then these I got from Joann's. Okay. So, again, I got these at Joann's. You can put any kind of flower you want in there. I'm going to start with some of these. These are, you can't beat these flowers from at home store at $2.99. I noticed that they do ship some things, so you may need to check with the at home store and see if they ship. I'm gonna put that one right there. I'm gonna leave these stems a little long. I can always trim them if I don't need them that long. Okay, put that one in there. Okay. Now, if you trim them, like this one, I had to push all the way to the top. Put a little bit of glue up here. Okay, like that. And then push it up. Let it sit for a minute. I must have cut a bunch of these at some point, because this is a leftover bush that I'm using. The other one's not, but okay. That would sit. Alright. Yeah, because see, you've got like two little ones on there. So I'm actually going to split them up. I'm going to put these smaller little bundles inside, and that way I can put the wispier ones on the outside. Okay, just like that. Again, see how there's nothing up there, and this pushes up, so just put some glue right there. Make sure I'm in the camera, and then just push it up. Without it falling off. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see. Let's put like one right down here. I'm gonna cut that just a tad. Okay. And put some glue here. One of those days. Get back on there. Thank you. Alright, so I think I'm going to put this one here. And you definitely want to make sure that you don't cover up this area down at the bottom, because they are going to need to put new batteries in it. I go ahead and put the batteries in it for them, but if you don't want to, you gotta make sure, well, either way, you gotta make sure that the goes right here. I may only need to use this one little bush. You'll see. And these do bend as well. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and cut these off. Okay, I'm just going to put some glue right here. Oh, and I got a couple more over there too. New glue stick. Alright. Oh, I think I want one right here. Okay. Oh, let's see. Put one like right there. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this off and okay, I'm going to put some glue back here just a little bit and stick it behind here. Come on. No, I don't like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut these so they're individual, and then I can put each one in there. Because I do like them up there, I just didn't like them all spread out like that. Come on, there we go. There's that one. That's better. Okay. So, I think, because I've got this leftover bush, I don't think I'm going to need to use it. Because I'm going to put some of the other ones in there. Okay. I do have these ones though. So then I go ahead and touch it. Jiminy Christmas, Michelle. I went ahead and grabbed a hold of the stem. Duh! Don't grab the stem. Glue webs everywhere. Okay. Need one back there. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to use some of these. I'm probably only going to need, well, keep both of them out. I may need only, I'm going to kind of put this down in here. Like that. I want the longer ones on the outside. And you could cut them if you want and put some, see, I want the height on it. Okay. And I'm keeping the greenery on it. I do like the greenery. Stick this right back in here. I have a few cherry blossoms too I'm gonna put in there. I love cherry. I love me some cherry blossom. I'm gonna stick this one like right in the back if I can get it. Just like that. Where I'm from, originally I live in Colorado Springs now, but where I'm from in Portland, Oregon, we have cherry blossoms everywhere in the spring. I think I'm only going to use one bush. Okay. Watch. So I'll put this down and then I'll need it. Alright, let's see. I'm going to put one back behind there. Let's turn it around. There we go. Take this one. Put this one like right back in here. Okay. And I love the airiness of it. Super pretty. Okay. I'm gonna split those two up because sometimes if they come in on a two on a stem, I don't need two down here. get off of this. Okay. Trim some of that frizz off of it. Where did that flower go? Here it is. Okay. Come on down here. I'm going to cut the end of this one off a little bit. Don't need quite as long. Okay, and I think these last two, I'm actually going to put them inside the bow. Okay, let's come on. I'm going to cut them just a tad though. Okay, like that. And then I think I want this one sticking out like right here. There we go. See this bigger leaf. So one of these leaves came off, so I'm just going to kind of stick it right down in there. Okay. Clean off my table. And we're going to put some blue ones in. Let's do a little bit of these cherry blossoms. One of these. Let's stick this one like right here. I have a bunch more out in the supply unit, but I'm going to be using them for another cherry wreath. Okay, let's see what I have. My hands are so small I can't get around these sometimes. My dentist makes fun of me because she always has a hard time getting around in my mouth. And she goes, "You have like the smallest mouth ever." I said, "Well, I guess that means you can't call me a big mouth, right?" I'm just going to stick this one like right here. Let's see. I'm going to stick this one right here. That's pretty. One there, one there, one there. Stick this one like right up here. There, just a couple clusters of them. They're cute, pretty, very pretty, very pretty. So I've got a few of these green tulips from Michael's. Love Michael's tulips. I'm just going to put a few of these in. It's left over from last year. Michael's tulips are on sale right now. This will break up all that pink that's in there. Blue. Give it some. Alright, let's see. I think I want this one like right here. So it looks like there's something missing right there, and it needs it right there. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think what I'm gonna do, put 3 on one side and 1 down on the bottom. Okay. So then, if that's the case, I'm going to put 1 here, 1 on the side, and then 1 down here. Okay. This one, I'll do the one with the 2 down at the bottom. And these are normally $3.99, but I think they're 40% off right now. Okay. This is looking gorgeous. Reduce season last sale. Get in there. There we go. And this one, I'll go down here. Okay, well, it's not quite that way. Holy cow. That pink and mint mesh like to stick to each other. There we go. Let me take a look at it, so I'm going to get in front. Sorry. That is so gorgeous. Love it. Okay. Let's do some blue, shall we? I'm going to kill myself back here. Alright. I got some blue, and then I got a little bit of purple, and I got some fun stuff. These will be fun. I got some of these. Aren't these cool? I got these from Craft X. Not the pink with flowers in it, but these are from, these are like those little honeysuckles. I don't know where I bought these, because it doesn't have a name. And then these are from, I think I bought these from Etsy. Same with the purple ones. Okay, so I'm just going to cut these in little bundles. My scissors. Like this. Okay, just little bundles like that. And I like a little greenery in them too. I'm going to stick this one like right here, maybe. Okay. Let's spread it out. There's that one. So there's 3 on each one. I've got 3 bundles. I'm going to get a little pipe cleaner, because when you cut these, they're just wrapped in paper like this. So when you cut them, they want to fall apart. So I'm just going to wrap a pipe cleaner around them. There. Okay. Let's stick this one right here. Let's see. Okay, that one's going there. It doesn't want to stay there, but it's going to. Just saying. Okay. Then, cut this one. See, that's why I like these clippers. It cut right through that stem. So, these can be spread out. Got these little wispy thingies. I like the greenery that's in it. Okay, I'm gonna just kind of spread these out a little bit. And behind. Okay. What I'm gonna do is put this one like right here. Almost done. Because you never want to forget about the sides. Okay. Okay, and this one can go right here. This one's trying to fall apart, so I'm going to put it in there before I have a chance to do that. There we go. Okay, so I got the blue in there on that side. I'll put some more on this side. This one right here. I'll go right there. Okay. Okay, there's that one. And then we want this blue one like right here. I think I'm going to cut that piece off like that. I'll stick it somewhere else. There. I might put this blue one up on her hat. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, that way it ties everything else in. She's so pretty. Okay, I'm just taking a look at her, so bear with me. I know I'm in the camera. Alright, so let's see. We have a little bit of purple. We're done with the blue. I'll save this one. I always bring more out than I need, but you never know. I don't need that one. I also have some berries too. I think that would be really pretty. I think those would be pretty out. I think we got enough greenery berries in it. Ooh. So let's use some of these. I'm not going to use any of the greenery because I don't like it. Except for these kind of go with it, so. Okay. Alright, let's just put a little bit of purple. Right here. Just a tad. I don't have a lot of purple in here, but if you like these leaves, you can put them in there. I particularly don't care for them, but oops, the ribbon's kind of hiding. I can put this purple light right there. I'm going to put a few purple in. There we go. Okay. I got there, and there. And that's enough purple. Okay. Now, I want to put some of these fun things in. Oh, they're kind of cool. And it's got a little bit of purple in them too, so I'm not going to put a lot of these in there. Because these can, if you put too much in there, can overpower the design altogether. Okay. This one right here. Where did I have it? Let's stick it right back in there. Okay. There's that one. I think I got these on Craft Outlet, I think, a while back. So I'm going to put this one in here, I think. And then once the glue dries, you can kind of spread them out a little bit more. If you mess with them while they're wet, they're just going to come right out. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to put some blue in there. And it's got a little bit of yellow in it. So it's just a touch. So there's our yellow. And then we'll be done. Okay, I'll put that one there for right now. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making a triangle. So I got a pink there, a pink there, and a pink there. Now I'm going to do a blue there, a blue there, and a blue there. So I'm going to put this blue right back here. She's got to have some whimsy, right? She's sassy. Miss Sassy Pants. And then we're going to kind of come right back and from back here, I think. If you put them in the front, you're going to need to trim these down because they are quite long. You just want them kind of flying out of there. Alright, let's see. I love it. Alright, so this one should be dry, so we can kind of separate this a little bit. Okay. There. See how it's more whimsical? And this one should be dry. Alright. There we go. Fluff the ribbons up a little bit. The tails. Okay. Right there. Just poking out there and there. Okay. We are done, my friends. Comes on a little bit. Alright, there she is. There's Miss Sassy Pants. And you can't see it, but this actually lights up. I'm gonna have to take a picture at night. You can't see it. But there she is in all her glory. I love how she turned out. So if you want to get new notifications of lives and stuff like that, if you want to click on the like button and the notification button, you'll get notifications on the of new videos, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. And let me see where I'm at. Alright, y'all. So, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And never fear with making florals. Just practice, practice, practice. Thanks, y'all. Bye!